Lovely. So, welcome to tonight's live, and it's talking all about a customer relationship management system. And ideally, it was carved out for persons who are contractors or service repairmen, etc. But with a lot of messages that I received, persons who are into consulting were asking that I also speak to their experience. Affair. Okay, great. Affair. Good. So tonight is all about a CRM and how it's really a game changer for your service business. And as I said, it's awesome to have you here. And let's get started. If you don't know me already, my name is Kimberly King, and I'm the owner of Consulting Services by King and Associates Limited. So I hope you're going to stick around, not only follow on social media, but check out the website www.kingandassociatestt.com, where you are able to subscribe to the list and get a lot of valuable content related to sales, marketing, and customer service. All right, so first off, what is a customer relationship management system? Now, when I start speaking, please feel free to drop a comment, or there's a small little circular box, the question box that has a question mark on it. Feel free to drop a question there as well if you need any clarification, or if you have already a CRM and you have some questions. Consulting Services by King and Associates Limited, of which I'm the owner, provide CRM solutions, namely HubSpot. So we are all Team HubSpot. Welcome, Sasha. So we are all Team HubSpot, and that's what I'm going to be speaking about tonight. All right. So what really is a customer relationship management system? And ideally, it's just what the name says. It's a system that allows you to manage your customer interactions and really manage your customer relationship. Now, the thing is, with a service business, whether you're a contractor, maintenance, consultant, accountant, a servicepreneur, etc., you are so very focused on delivering on the service. All right? Very, very focused on delivering on the service, that the back end of things, they get lost in the clutter. You know, have you ever had the experience where you had someone new reach out to you, a new lead, a new client, a new customer, and they sent you possibly a message, or they put something onto your website and say, hey, I'm interested in finding out more. And probably 2-3 days have passed and you realize, oh shucks, I have not responded to this person. Or you took a call, and where you have your planner or your notebook, you wrote down call back, call back, call back. I'm sorry. Call back with regards to, call back June with regards to this particular service request. And you sort of lost that opportunity to call back June because you wrote it down in your planner. And when you wrote it down in your planner, you realize that that information is lost. Has any one of you all ever experienced that, where you missed an opportunity to connect with a customer because you wrote it down on a slip of paper, or in your planner, or in your notebook, or in your phone, and you've forgotten it? Sasha, Faya, Kim, Dwight, any of you all have ever had that experience, not being able to track your customer information? Remember, tonight is all about a two-way. So drop a comment. It's completely open. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Yes. Well, what a customer relationship management system does, it helps you to manage those customer interactions. So ideally, it helps you to also sell. It helps you to augment or make better your customer experiences. And in short, that is what a CRM does. All right. So why should you be using a CRM for your business? Now, No, but I recently signed up to use Freshworks CRM. Okay, that's good. I mean, feel free to tell me how that works for you in terms of Freshworks. I don't think Freshworks is free, but with HubSpot, you can actually start, you could be free forever. And then as the business grows and you realize your needs, change, you can actually switch to a plan. That's the good thing about HubSpot. But yeah, I'd love to hear some more about that as well, Dwight, in terms of how that CRM is working out for you. But jumping back in with regards to why should you use a CRM system? Now, when I started off in the very, very earlies, I was saying, hey, information is gold. But the reality is I was still using some of my customer information or persons who were reaching out to me in the earlies and really documenting it within an Excel spreadsheet. Now, I'm not knocking Excel in any way, but as you grow your business, it becomes difficult for you to actually use an Excel spreadsheet to get any kind of insight into your business. And the great thing about HubSpot and that CRM is that you are able to really get some actionable insights. You are able to see with regards to who is your ideal customer in terms of who is really engaged with your content. And that is so, so important. All right. So you can't get insight from an Excel spreadsheet. All right. So for those of you still using the Excel spreadsheet to manage your customer interactions, I'm going to say it probably is going to work for you for a few customers, but you will realize that as that pace, that momentum just starts to move within your business, that you cannot at all maintain your customer information via a spreadsheet. There's no insight. All right. How about an example where you are running the business and your customers are sending you key information via email? If you have a small team, or if it's just you and your admin or a virtual assistant, etc., how about they sending all that information to you in email, but they're saying one thing to your assistant and then they're saying another thing to you? All right. So in using a CRM, you will realize that all your customer interactions are in one place. So if Miss Joe is saying to your assistant, hey, this pricing was agreed with Kim and I at $15 per hour, and then she's saying to you, no, it's supposed to be 20. A CRM really helps you to not have any kind of miscommunication, so that your entire team, whether that team is you and just another business partner or you and your admin, it's all in one place. And that's what I love a CRM for. So if you find yourself not being able to keep up with your customer requests, if you realize that your customers are having service issues and falling through the crack because you are not on top of it, if you also realize that you're not converting persons who have an interest in your service business, and you just sort of like don't know who is hot, as in who's ready to buy from you versus who is just kind of still getting their feet wet, a CRM is the ideal place for you. And as I said, you can start free with HubSpot, and as the business and your needs grow, you can decide to upgrade. Ideally, if you're interested as well in a demo after, I'll be happy to do a demo, only if you're willing to commit to deciding to move with a CRM. I'll be more than happy to do a demo to show you as well how this can work for your business. So why you should be using a CRM? Because you don't want to lose any information with regards to your customers. You want to be on top of your information. You want to be able to understand who really is buying from you, your preferences. There's no miscommunication. Just an example, once you integrate the CRM with your email, it integrates well with Gmail, with Outlook. You are able to track every customer interaction. And later on, I'll be able to tell you also that with the CRM, there's now an API called What Hub, that allows you to connect your WhatsApp with the CRM. So if you have a customer who is very much interested 80% of the time sending you a WhatsApp about moving the sale along or their specific requests, you don't have to worry at all. Is everyone hearing me? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me if you're following. If you're lost in any way, drop a comment. I want to hear from you. Also use the question mark below to submit a question as we go along. So everyone is hearing me and everyone is engaged and understanding as we move. Okay, great. Thanks, Rhoda. Perfect. Nice. I love it. All right, so based on stats that I would have seen actually in 2020, according to the smallbusinessgenius.com, is that businesses that used a CRM were actually able to improve their sales by 29%. I think Dwight, today he dropped a message on our business Instagram and he was asking, I really need to find out how you can connect a CRM and be able to convert from just being a lead to an actual customer. And really, there are dashboards within the CRM that gives you a big picture of what's happening in your business. So if you're an entrepreneur, servicepreneur, a consultant, a loaner consultant working with an admin and a virtual assistant, or a contractor, or a maintenance professional working with a team or anyone of that sort, you are able to really see ideally with regards to all the interactions, as I said. But there are properties within the CRM where you can customize according to your business, which I absolutely love. Some persons fear that, okay, a CRM might be a bit too generic for my business. Look, I'm a contractor. So how could my work orders be housed into a CRM so that I'll be on top of it? And it's easy. Within the CRM, you have the opportunity to have what they call like a flywheel, which is a sales, a marketing, and service flywheel. And each has its own features. As I said, I'm open to a demo to show you more. But you are able to convert from that lead into that customer by understanding your pipeline. I know it's some sales jargon here, but what your pipeline means basically is how are you getting that person to have an interest in your service that you're selling, to that person actually saying, hey, Kim, send me the contract. I've looked at what you do, etc. I've looked at this quote and I want to work with you. So let me give you an example. On my website, www.kingandassociatestt.com, if you're not there yet, get on there. You have the opportunity to subscribe to the notification list, which takes you to part of the overall community. And every 2 weeks, you receive an email update about a blog specific topic where it's related to service. Now, for customers who are still getting their feet wet and want to know a little more about what we do with regards to consulting services by King and Associates Limited, it's a great opportunity to know more about us, learn about what we do. All right. And also with regards to that, no, sorry, Dwight, I did not get your message, but you could pop it in the comment box as well if you were having difficulty with the question box. Yeah. So what happens after that, as I was saying, once you are part of the community, you receive a bi-weekly updates. What I would do now is go into the CRM and look at my analytics. So the CRM gives me great analytics. I'm able to see who's opening up those emails, who are engaging with those emails, to be able to possibly say, hey, I saw this specific topic really resonated with you. Would you like some more information on this? and really be able to get that person, move that person along the sales pipeline. So ideally, a CRM helps you to do that because of the analytics overall. And as I said, the actionable insights. That's just one example to you. All right. Yeah, so do I resend that question? Would the WhatsApp message from the customers be recorded within the ticket interface on the CRM? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. I have not personally done the API as yet, connecting my WhatsApp with the CRM, but based on the demo that I would have seen, it is able to. It allows you to select WhatsApp messages with your customer and have it recorded within the ticketing information of the CRM. So you can. So awesome. Great. So that was, keep the questions coming. So who should use a CRM? Now, for persons who know nothing about CRM, I know some of you all would have had some sort of exposure to a CRM, or some would have had no exposure. But ideally, who should be using a CRM? Anyone that has a business that interacts with customers should be using a CRM, no matter if you're a CSR, if you're a marketer, if you're a servicepreneur. Well, tonight we're featuring the consultants, the coaching businesses, the maintenance personnel, the repairmen, the maintenance businesses, contractor businesses, etc. All right. So anybody with a service business, with an interaction with a customer, should consider a CRM. Hi, Patrick. Welcome. All right. Great. So as I said, keep those questions coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And there was some more data out of 2020, which I love. As I said, Consulting Services by King & Associates Limited provides CRM solutions, that is HubSpot. And I absolutely love HubSpot because in not only the analytics, because we are in an era where information has to be our best friend. All right. And not only that, it is just so easy to set up. In under 30 minutes, you can set up HubSpot and be importing data with regards to your customers into the CRM, learning about your customers. I mean, as you go by every week, there are going to be new things that you can learn and tweak to make sure that you are capturing all of your customer information, which I'll share with you some more. So in 2020, based on martech.zone.com, what they had mentioned is that probably over 70% of customer relationships would have improved by the use of a CRM. And you're saying to yourself, 2020 would have been a bit of a year for us all, right? How could customer relationships actually improve in a time when people are more distant, people are socially distant, people are not interacting one-to-one? And basically what they said is that they were able to use the CRM. For example, with the service pipeline, they were able to connect the tickets where they would have connected it to their inbox of their email. So every time, let's say they would have received an email or a complaint, they were able to move it along the pipeline until it's resolved, or if it's escalated, probably get the owner involved, the business owner involved, and be able to say, okay, this is what we are going to do for you, etc., etc. Some sort of service recovery. So imagine in 2020, a CRM improving your customer service by over 70+%. And that means that a CRM is very effective, not only for you to sell, to market, but to really answer your game with regards to service. And I always say, if your business is a service, it's an extension of you. And you want people to always feel like they're getting the best. They leave feeling wowed. All right, so keep those questions coming. Afeya, Kim, I find that you're very quiet. Sasha, Charlene, I think I saw you as well. Keep the questions coming in the comment box, or you can use the question box with the question mark on it. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the key features of a CRM. So what I love, yet again, saying that you can get a demo after this live. At some point we can schedule so you can see it for yourself. But the key features of a CRM, for example, is contact management. As I said, when I now started, I was using an Excel spreadsheet to manage customer information. And that is not the best way to manage customer information because so many things can get lost and you get no insights at all. So with regards to contact management, you have the latest information about a customer on that customer contact profile. So let's say Michelle Jones is a customer, and we have integrations where we've integrated, let's say, our email, our WhatsApp. You can even do a call log onto your CRM. If I want to be able to have a follow-up conversation with Michelle because last year she decided not to sign on to any of my services, I can go back to her contact and have a really good snapshot of why she would not have booked. Probably it might have been pricing considerations, but always remember you are going to get the best out of your CRM based on what you're putting. Sasha, the CRM that I'm using is HubSpot. I am, with regards to the business, it is a HubSpot provider, solution provider. So that means we help businesses like yours set up your CRM and get you going, give you information where you can independently sign up with HubSpot, and you can either do it on your own or you can request our services to help as well. All right. Lead management. I know Dwight had spoken about that. What really is a lead? A lead is someone who might have expressed some interest in your services, and it is a CRM really helps you to identify where you're at with that lead. And if they have probably requested more information, they've moved beyond the stage of being a lead. If they've identified where they are a good fit for your business, meaning your ideal customer, and also with regards for information, they are now a prospect. So the CRM is able to help you to move that customer from that lead stage onwards. Any recommendations for a boutique operation? Give me some more with regards to using the CRM, boutique consulting operation, or boutique as in clothing boutique. HubSpot is good. Well, I'll be honest in saying, remember, Sasha, that with regards to HubSpot, yeah, it's excellent. Remember, it's free to a point in terms of, it's free for life, I should say. But if you want certain paid features, you're going to have to pay. Ideally, it's about $50 US a month on a starter plan. On the professional plan, most of my clients, they are best fit for the starter plan. A clothing boutique, with regards to CRM, yes, I can see HubSpot working. Also with regards to, would HubSpot help a retail business like a boutique? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. In terms of, it really means customizing your boutique. Now, if you're, let's say, I wouldn't say like an exclusive, but let's say you're a boutique where you bring in specific pieces, like here in Trinidad. I know you're in Barbados. Here in Trinidad, there is someone, she has a boutique for professional women, and she brings in specific pieces. So she doesn't bring in more than 2 identical suits. So that way, when you're walking off to work, you're not going to see everybody else using it, right? But in her case, I like that it's very, I wouldn't say exclusive, but very specific, sort of like a niche. And you can customize the CRM for your business type. So, as I said, in a boutique case, you can actually use the feature which allows you for email marketing to send to different niches. Let's say you have professional women interested in suits, or professional woman interested in formal. Let's just give an example without knowing much about a boutique. She can now tailor an email marketing campaign in a click. And there are templates within HubSpot that can allow you to literally drop and go. And, send out to those specific niches, hey, we have in store these particular suits or formal gowns, and really be able to see how persons are responding to that who would have, been part of her email list. Also, with regards to that boutique, which I absolutely love, is the opportunity where that client can now also integrate her, let's say, her Facebook ads. And anyone who would have clicked on a lead gen ad would definitely go straight into that CRM. And that is really the power of that CRM. It's able to, I don't want to say track, but able to have information on your subscribers or your lead gen persons. That's a good way of me seeing how that can work. And also you get analytics for that business, get analytics with regards to finding out more about who is really responding well, who what we call warm leads to that email campaign. Hey, Fashion Mo TT. Hi, good night. Thanks for joining in. Yes, you are right, Sasha. It integrates well with Canva. The good thing about HubSpot is that it has this app marketplace where you are able to see all the different, for example, Zoom, Canva, what else? Xero, which is an accounting software for you, Sasha, or even QuickBooks, which you might be able to use. So ideally, what you can do is take a look at those different integrations and see how it can work for you. But yeah, HubSpot is pretty amazing. And you're right for saying that, Sasha. So welcome for everyone who's now joining in. It's good to have you here. What I also like is the opportunity to message in between. As I said, for example, in my case, a virtual assistant, they are able to see what I want them to see, as well as we are able to message in between each other with regards to information. Is there a system to facilitate customer database listings and the easy sharing of emails to select groups? Charlene, I think what you're asking is... Yes. I think what you're asking is segmentation. Can your customer database be segmented? Yes, I think that's what you're asking. Let me know if that's what you're asking, because it can. It can really facilitate that. There's a feature within the CRM under customers which allows you to segment your customers. So for example, for me, I would segment associations and like for my customer who would have recently just signed up with HubSpot, I told her she should be segmenting via lists, for example, who her vendors, persons who she just contracts with occasionally, as well as her customers. So that way, when you're building out an email campaign or just sending a regular email to specific groups, you have an idea of how to do so quickly. And also remember that with HubSpot, it allows you to sell, market, and service your customers better. But with what Charlene is highlighting there with regards to lists, segmentation is the key to really making sure that your message resonates with your specific audience. So great. So keep those questions coming. We are going to be wrapped up in just about 10 minutes. And I'm really loving the questions, loving your vibe, loving the energy. So keep the questions coming. One of my favorite features of the CRM actually is its ability to be integrated with my email. So if you're the kind of business owner that you're running it solo, or you don't, or you have, let's say, part-time associates or workers with you, it is your opportunity really to track your emails, which I love. So once I'm tracking emails, I'm seeing when that customer is opening up the email, how much time they're reviewing it, if they're skimming it, or they're actually taking the time to review. And that's the power of that CRM. Yet again, that's a good way of gauging if you should be reaching out with a call and saying, hey, I saw that you opened this a few times. Are there any questions you may have? So let me take a sip of water. Does it have an AI bot available to answer FAQs? Yes, it does. With regards to HubSpot, CRM, customer relationship management, that's what I love about it. So you are able to actually, yes, you didn't know that part. Yes, you are actually able to connect a chatbot to your website and be able, let's say, I've realized, I think probably that's a human thing, like human nature. Like, let's say like after 11 p.m. when persons are now probably heading to bed or it's all quiet, that's when I realize persons are sending messages on your website. And the bot is able to say, how can I assist you? And that is connected with the inbox of the CRM so that I am able to, when I get up in the morning, I'm able to see, okay, Miss Johnson left a message, and it captures your email. It asks for your email. So I'm able to do a follow-up with regards to anyone who may have had questions about the services or may have had any sort of challenge. So yes. So good. Yes, you learned something. So lovely. Keep it coming. All right. One of my other favorite features of the CRM is the ability to have yes, Dwight. Yes, it can allow you to, for example, like how Facebook Messenger works when you have automated messages. Once you integrate your Facebook Messenger with your CRM, you have your something called Facebook Pixels as well, combined to your CRM. It allows you to create that automated message that you also see in Facebook Messenger. So that's a yes also. So yes, so you're asking some good questions. So I hope you get to see how awesome HubSpot is. But as I was saying, another great feature that I love about HubSpot is the templates. Forgot there for a moment. The templates. So with the templates, when I have customers who ask me the same, who request the same, because over a while, customers are going to be asking you kind of the same questions, like, you know, could you send me an idea of what your service contract is, or could you tell me what features are included in the CRM? You can actually template your responses, and it saves time. So if I'm on the road, mind you, the CRM is also cloud-based and it's available in an app, which I love. So if I'm on the road and I do not have the services of the virtual assistant, I can literally take 10-15 minutes and be able to check out my activity as to who's opening up emails and excuse me, and be able to respond accordingly as well. Or send an email using a template that's within the system. So here's a favorite thing. Hi, Denise, welcome. You're late tonight, but welcome. So HubSpot integrations, why I love them. Now, HubSpot is amazing, 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 amazing. And there are always some updates, and there's something called the app marketplace where you are able to go to within your CRM and select that particular app and really be able to use that app within your CRM. Now, let me give you a really good question. So for services, for most of you all here are services. Yes, most of you all here are service-based businesses. What it is I love is that once you've connected your ad account to your CRM, your HubSpot CRM, via the use also of your Facebook pixel. If you don't know what that is, you need to get into one of the workshops. And hey Carla, hey Denise, thanks for coming on. And once you've connected that, it is the power of the information and the analytics yet again, which I love. I have not to worry should someone click on one of the ads for consulting services by King & Associates Limited. That is deposited straight into the CRM. And I am seeing what actions you're taking on the website. Now, that's pretty amazing. You know, because as I said, we live in an era where information is important. We want to know who's engaging with the website. Is the website really built for the ideal customer? Does it need tweaking? Are persons coming and then leaving? Or persons engaging with the ad and then going to the website? So that's just an example of one of the integrations. I spoke already about the email. The CRM has integrations where, for example, Outlook or Gmail, it's quite easy. Once integrated, everything there, whether that client responds, whether you send an email, you are able to track that history. MailChimp. Sasha spoke about the integration of Canva with HubSpot. And yes, that's also possible. So you could design right within your CRM for, let's say, if you're doing an email marketing campaign, you can just literally jump in and design there without a problem. I spoke about Zoom. So if you are a service business and you are doing webinars for your particular service, once you have registration on Zoom and it's integrated with the CRM, all that information after that has been completed is right there in the CRM. So no worries of having to look back to see who would have come in and joined on that webinar. It's deposited right in the CRM. I spoke about QuickBooks because I know Sasha is into bookkeeping, accounting, etc. It's integrated well with that, as well as the newest one for me, which I still have to test, integrating WhatsApp with the CRM, because we live in an era now for some reason. I mean, 5 years ago, it was weird for me, but now I get it, where your customers are literally WhatsApping you everything. So with the integration with a particular API, you are able to connect your WhatsApp with the CRM, and any of that key customer information that is lodged there within that WhatsApp, you can actually now have that saved within that one central place, which is your CRM, which is pretty amazing. So yes, Sasha, wow, it is amazing. I definitely need to test it out, but I've seen the demo come on, so I'm going to do it to be able to share with other customers as well. All right, so that's just some info with regards to integrations. What is a CRM? Why you should be using a CRM for your service business? It's going to transform your business. When I did an interview with one of, they call them the professors at HubSpot, he was saying, Kimberly, it definitely changes the way that you sell or you market or service your clients. And I can definitely say that it does, without a doubt. But don't just ask me, do your research and you're going to see the reviews for yourself, especially for your business. Can you sync your CRM with IG as well? Yes, I believe there is an integration where it allows you to sync with Instagram as well. I presently don't have it, but I've seen it on the marketplace, and it's also all of the apps in the marketplace with regards to integrations. It's also based on the plan that you have. So there are different plans, and that's what I'm getting into now. Can you have a calendar? Yeah, there. Oh yeah, I absolutely love that actually, Sasha. The calendar, there is something called the tab is meeting, and literally you are able to create like meeting appointments with your clients. Like for me, for persons who said, hey, I want to set up an appointment or one-to-one, you can go in and really manage your time. show when your time is available and really be able to manage your time accordingly. So I would say that yes, I love it with regards to the calendar, because that way, once a person has booked, what happens next is that they would get a confirmation on their end, and I would get a confirmation with regards to the email. And just like a day before, you can set it up where a day before they get a reminder that, hey, our meeting is coming up, which I love. So yeah, that's a feature to check out, Sasha. And yeah, don't knock it until you try it fully. As I said, there's the ability to do HubSpot free and then upgrade. Feel free after this live to send a DM and ask for a demo. And only if you are obviously interested in HubSpot as a CRM for you. All right. HubSpot plans. There are different features which I spoke at length tonight that you should check out. You have multiple users that are free, but based on your paid features, you may only have a specific number of users to that. All right. Automation is also possible. So let's say you're running an email marketing campaign or a course or something of that sort. You're able to have email automation based on the plan that you have. A next thing that is really perfect for servicepreneurs and service businesses is the ability to create tasks. Now, let me tell you, this is life. So once you create tasks, versus writing on paper or in your planner, it's a great way and staying on top of those customers. For example, a customer who said they're interested in working with you, you can create a task and that populates into your email as a reminder, and you'll be like, okay, I need to call this person now. All right. So there are several plans that you can check out with regards to HubSpot. Is the CRM really a one-stop hub for managing? Oh yeah, Denise, just for property services as well, I would say hands down, because I've seen it work with property services, real estate businesses. Hands down, a CRM is going to be your best friend if that's the nature of your service. Because over time, let's say, just giving you an example, if you create a landing page or you do a Facebook ad with regards to what it is you have in your catalog, that information goes into your CRM. You see who's most engaged, and you are able to really be able to build out that pipeline and see where the specific person is at who's engaging with your content, with your offer, and really be able to sell to that. So absolutely, it is a one-stop hub, because it's that flywheel of 3 hubs together for your customer clients. Yes, agreed. So there are different plans. Just to wrap up, there are different plans that you can get into. Obviously, there's the free, which I spoke about. There's the starter, which is what I really recommend most of the time to my customers, because it's manageable. And you at the point where you're sick and tired of seeing paper, missing opportunities, trying to manage service problems, trying to do an email marketing campaign. So instead of having 5 different systems to do that, your CRM, as Denise said, is really that one-stop hub, which allows you to do those things all at that time. All right. I also mentioned to you all that there's an app, so don't feel intimidated. We are all in a period where work is no longer just by the desk. So there's an app which allows you to be on the go if you're meeting with a client, etc., and just be on the app and be able to see your activities, see your tasks ahead, look at your analytics, etc. And that is what I love. All right, so guys, that's it. Y'all were clearly very engaged tonight. It's good to see y'all stay to the end. As I said, if there are any more questions, I'm taking those questions now. Yes, I'm loving the love. And if you are not yet subscribing, please do to www.kingandassociatestt.com and join. You'll see that little pop-up that says sign up here. Feel free to sign up and be part of the community. And also DM after this and say that you're interested in a demo once you're serious about HubSpot as a CRM for your business. All right. So that's about it. Thank you very much. Next week, another live at this time at 7 p.m. and we'll be talking all about email marketing and why it's helping you to nurture a relationship with your customers, your ideal customers. All right. Hey, Kim, thanks so much. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, all the Bajan love to you as well. All the Trini love from my way. All right. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you for coming on. Thanks, Denise. Appreciate it always for your support. Hey, thanks, Sasha. Dwight, I love it. Thanks for coming on. Hope to hear more from you. You had some excellent questions, so I assume you know something about your CRM. And you could switch to HubSpot now. All right. Okay. HubSpot, here I come. Woohoo! That's what I'm loving. Great. So have a great night, everyone. See you all next week. Take care.